Hello, everybody. Um, so I'm starting this project where I'm opening up a Walmart marketplace. And one of the first things, I'm working with some other people who know what they're doing. They suggest that I get a Dataspark account and start researching which products would be good to sell in my store. Now, I'm new to all of this, but I am a software developer, and I started looking around at their API, and I figured, hey, well, let me start playing around with that. So the purpose of this little YouTube project I'm working on is to start delving into Dataspark. Um, I have some ideas in my head about how to find good products to sell. What I'm ultimately hoping will happen is somebody who understands the Walmart product selection piece can help me get an algorithm that will help pick better products. So that said, let me just dive in with some really simple things. I've just been poking around this Dataspark site, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit lost. There's some really cool things. So for example, well, it looks like, give me 1 second. I am going to get out of here and I'm going to log into Dataspark. And I'm already in. So they already have some really amazing stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, but it might just be down here somewhere on their homepage. They already have a whole bunch of Google apps that do what I'm trying to do. So, half of it is just like, this is mostly for fun. But I tend to like to know what they'd say, what's in the meatloaf. I can't find it here. I hope I'll stumble across it. Oh, there it is, Google Sheets add-on. So if you were to go on their home site and look here, they have a really amazing thing that just like you plug in 50, 100, 1,000 UPCs, and usually your Walmart or your providers, the people who provide your products, will give you a sheet with the product UPCs, the cost, the weight, the shipping size, everything you need to know. And they have this huge Google sheet that actually helps you calculate your return on investment of a given product and estimate how it will sell. So I'm way out of my class in terms of doing this, but I don't know. Like I said, I like to know what's in the sauce, and I guess that's why I'm doing this. So let's just do some simple things. So if I go to the advanced search, this just allows me to do some simple things. So if I were to just search on a category, so for example, we'll just do bedding. So in my fictitious world, I'm opening a store and I'm going to focus on bedding products. And so the thing, as I'm understanding it, why don't I sort this on a rank to find the best selling products in, and I don't have access to that feature. It looks like, there we go. Now I do. Am I logged in? I don't know, maybe I had a trial membership, but anyway, I might like to find the best ranked products and then start looking through all these other columns of information to understand how well it's selling. Is Walmart selling all of them? I forget some of the terms that they're using here. The other things I might like to look at, why can't I, here we go. So price increases in the last 30 days, price increases in the last 90 days. So I might look at these things and start developing my own algorithm in my head, because if I see something and the price is going down over time, I might want to stay away from that. But if I'm seeing something and the price is going up, there's not many sellers. This Walmart buy box percentage, I'm seeing that Walmart isn't the primary seller of all this stuff. So these are all things that might be attractive to me, I'm guessing. So, what I might like to do is, again, if I were doing this the manual way, I'd come in here and I'd search, through these. I might spend an hour looking through all these and finding, oh, this might be a product I like. And, maybe I'd go do some other research on it. And then I could look at who the best sellers are and how they're doing and what they're selling, how many of them are they selling a month? Is it worth it for me to even get into this? So all things like that are questions that are bubbling up in my head. So I know enough to know. One of the cool things I stumbled across was that they do have an API. So everything you see here, searching by UPC, and then I get a list of all, or searching by category, and I get a list of all the products, and then I can dive deeper into each product and find who the best seller is, and I can look at all their statistics. All that's available in these APIs. So for example, we start going down here, I'll skip the account one's easy. This just allows you to get your tokens, the number of tokens you have. As I understand it, don't quote me on this, but depending on the program that you subscribe to, you get a certain number of tokens every month to use for these API calls. These aren't for free. They give you quite a bit. So, if you're a casual user like me, you're probably not going to run out. But they have a simple one to say, yep, how many tokens do I have? They have some other ones where it's a category search. So get category information. And if you start looking through this stuff, it's basically saying, do the category, given a category ID, show me all the matching products for that category. Search for categories. What is this? So this is just a search term. That's what I did. I searched for bedding, and this will return a list of category IDs. Or possibly products. It looks like it returns products. I'm sorry, my bad. What's this one? You give it a category ID and you get the best sellers, the best selling products for that category. And then here's just a list of products. I imagine this was what we called maybe not completely. But one of the things that's nice is you look, some of these are really simple. They have a very, very simple API. So for those of you that are new to programming, gets, you like to see those. Those are really easy. That's just like this right here is a get. That's a URL. So what we'll do is, let's just do a really easy one. Let me go one step further. You do need an API key. So I don't want to screw things up, but somewhere in here, how do we get back to, let me just go back to the main website, because I think in my account is where I create my API key here. So don't worry, I'm gonna delete this one. If somebody wants to sit here and type in all those characters, go for it. But what's really nice about their API is, like, if you're new to programming, you can just append the API key to the URL. So for example, let's see if I can figure this out. I hope I don't do something stupid, but how do I get back to the API documentation? So if I wanted to call the account one token status, so basically I just call token status and then I put my API key on the end. I hope I don't make this look awful. Let me wait for that thing to get out of the way. I'll make a new tab. So Dataspark there. There's a token status. And then I just put my question mark and that thing. Oop. I'm getting the URL wrong. Okay, so I got to do this. So this should be like this. Yeah, so it's telling me I have 281,000, however many tokens left. Started out with 300,000. So I think every month you get 300,000 based on, that's the plan I'm on. But hopefully you saw how simple that was. So if we start looking at some of these other ones, why don't I do, I forget which one I did. Yeah, let's try this one. Yeah, this is, all right, I'm just going to paste this into text editor because I just want this. And I'm going to do bedding. That's the search term I'm going to use. Actually, I just need this. So I'm going to leave the API key stuff. And I'm just going to get rid of token status. So this should search for the term bedding. And because I'm giving it my API key, let's see what it returns. So this is what it returns. Now, this is JSON or JSON, however you like to do it. What I like to do, I'm a huge fan of Visual Studio Code. So I just pull it into that. And you notice like it's not formatted very nicely, but here's the thing I love about Visual Studio Code. So down here is where you can set the file type. It automatically figured out that it's JSON, but if not, you can tell it, yep, it's a JSON file. And then if I do, I think it's Shift-Alt-F, it will organize this nicely. So this is telling me, I don't know if these are category IDs or product IDs. Let me just see if I can figure this out. I think these are product. No, that looks like a category ID. Category ID for that. Category ID for bedding sets, and these look up that are product IDs. And if we come back to the documentation, hopefully it tells us a little bit. I think that's the case. I do think it returns categories and then the product count and the children are the products. So one of the things, let's see, I want to keep these kind of short. So, I'll keep this video of doing a very poor demo of Dataspark. But the idea is, here's what I want to do. I want to be able to go to, I'm going to go here. I want to search on bedding. I'll just do the basic search. Let's just see what it brings back. Because I need something to work with. The way I think this works is you already have some suppliers that are giving you products, and they should give you UPCs or product IDs or something that they provide that they also sell through Walmart. And this isn't the view I wanted unless there's an export. But what we're ultimately going to do is, let me go to the advanced search. I'm going to do a category, bedding. And ultimately, I just want some product IDs. So that's what this is going to give me. I'm going to let this thing finish. All right, so let's export this. And let's see, Walmart URL ID, title. Here's the UPC. I don't like that those exponentials. I think I'm gonna have to go to a text file, but I'm not gonna worry about this too much yet. Let me see if I can find product ID anywhere in here. I am surprised by this, that it doesn't give me the product ID. Let me try one more thing. Or let me not try one more thing. Walmart URL ID. Well, regardless, we should be able to do some things like search by UPC. But anyway, I'll figure this out for the next episode. Ultimately, I want to get an export where I have some data to work with, because here's what we're going to do. If I come back here, I started a Google Sheet. We're going to go from blank. Like, I'm not going to do anything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a first two columns are going to look like this, perhaps. And I'm going to paste in those 200 or whatever was returned from the Dataspark advanced search. I'm going to paste them in here so I have something to work with. And then what I'm going to do is start hitting some of those API endpoints that say, hey, get me the product info for this. And then, find who the best seller is and query that info, hit the next API endpoint that gets me the best seller information. And there's 3 or 4 other endpoints I might hit to collect all this information. And once I have all this huge information about every product, I want to start thinking through an algorithm that will help me identify which products are good to sell. To give you a sneak peek, I started playing around with this already. So again, on day 1 of this, only column A and column B had values in it. And then what I did, I don't know if this thing's still loading. No, maybe I didn't. I didn't. This was an early version. I put a nice little Dataspark menu item in here, and then up there I said get product info. And then when I did that, it just basically goes down this list of product IDs, and it says, hey, get me the product info for this ID, and it returned all this information. So that's ultimately what we're going to do. And then the next thing we're going to do, I'll maybe give you a little preview, is I want to come up with a bunch of things that I can specify to say, hey, I want to find products where the rating, the customer rating is greater than or equal to a 4. There's more than 10 reviews. The bestseller buy box is less than 30% or less than 100% in this case, but I'd probably change that to 0.5, like I say in the here, but I did such a limited amount of data in my little trial runs here. But the idea is, I might add to this. There might be 20 things in here that we put in and say, hey, find me all the products that meet these 20 criteria. And, so rather than spending 8 hours trying to find those 3 products that meet that perfect criteria, this thing will chew through it in about 15 minutes. And that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I hope that's enough for episode 1. Hope you follow along. And if you happen to be somebody who's very well versed in searching for products on Dataspark, please let me know. I really need help in understanding how you find a good product. I'm happy to do the programming. I just need some help with some of the business logic. So again, thanks for watching. See you next time.